Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is to put this my foam in place. Okay, now this is the back and this is the front, and we're going to be joining this way. But before that, I'm going to put them in place like this. Okay, like I said, get your markings. This is the down. You can just put it there, so you know that is down. Indicate with an arrow. This is up and up. This is CF and this is CB. Do the same thing for both CF and CB. Up. After marking out your directions, the next you're going to be doing is here at the center front and center back. We're just going to trim. Okay, what I mean by trim, to get a flat surface. So this will help your hip pad not to look funny at the center back, and it will just blend with your dress. Now another point to note down is that in your, now I'm using the 0.5-inch hip pad. In your skirt, if you're using a 0.5, you're adding 0.5-inch to your measurement. If you're using a 1-inch foam pad, you add 1 inch to your measurement. So that is basically what you have to note down. So what you just do is trim out to get a flat surface. Like I said, for your center front and your center back, this is where you're doing, the only place you're doing this. Okay, now this is what I have for the center back. I'm just going to repeat for both the center front. I'll do this one and I'll show you what's next to do. So guys, welcome back. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is to use my stay to cover this. Okay, I'm going to use my stay, knowing that this is my back and this is my front. Like I said, trim out your center back and center front to have smooth surface. Okay, so next thing I'm going to be covering this with my stay. So you're going to be covering it in a way that you have allowance. Okay, here all round, like half-inch allowance, and I'm going to be ironing down. Off. So if you're trimming off, add 0.5-inch allowance all around. So I still have my CB, my marking is still showing, and as you can see, this space is flat. I'm just adding my 0.5 inch allowance all around. We are done with the pressing. Next I'm going to be doing is to go to my machine. Okay, go to my machine and join this together. Okay, I'll be joining from the back. So you're going to be joining from the hem to the upper part on your 0.5 inch. So my guide is not the hemming gum. It's not the stay. My guide is the pad inside. Okay. You can as well pin down, like to get very close to the pad inside, like to your foam, to help you get a firm structure. You see, I'm trying to get the foam, but a little bit of the foam. Now at this point, you should be done with your joining of your skirt. That is your lining and your skirt, because this is going to go to the lining. So by now I trust that you're done with joining your skirt. Okay. After doing this, just go ahead to trim off this excess. Trim off. And here we are. We'll go to the table. Let me show you how to join this. You're going to be joining it with your needle and thread. Okay. So right now, I've gone ahead to pass my needle. Okay. You might want to sew round your hip to lay it flat. Okay. You might want to go ahead to sew it round to make sure it is straight, but you can still fix yours like this. But I advise you sew round. So I'm going ahead to run my stitch round. I'm going ahead to run it down round. I'm just going to turn it over, and this is what we have. I know you can see the difference. This is what we have right now. Now the next thing you're going to be doing is make sure you've passed your needle. Bring in your lining. Now this is the lining I'm using for. This is my inner lining. I'm gone ahead to sew my lining, fold the hem, and you turn over to the wrong side. You will turn over to the wrong side. I said you're supposed to be adding 1/2 inch to your measurement, to your hip measurement, and you're going to be opening this and get the upside, the upper part, which is here. Here is the up, and I'm going to be doing this. Okay, I'll just come down by 1 inch. This is your hip part is going to be Okay, no, this will be this way. That's why I said get your markings. The CB goes to the back. The CB goes to the back, and this is the CF. It goes to the front. So this should be here. The other one I will join here. So like I said, open up your seam, come down by 1 inch. You'll be needing your pins for this. You come down by 1 inch. Okay, yeah, 1 inch. And you're going to be pinning down on the same line. You're going to be pinning down on the same line. Okay. As you're pinning down, you're straightening it. You pin down. Make sure that this seam line is matching with the skirt seam line, and make sure your seam lines are open. You can use your iron to open it up. So after getting the line straight, I am going to start pinning round just to hold it down before we start hand stitching. Yeah, I'm done. So I'll just turn it out to show you what the outside look like. Here. So this is what we have. Okay. So if you're using a 1 inch hip pad, it is going to be bigger than this. So this is just for a moderate size, and look at what we have here. This is the effect it is going to give to my dress. I'm going to add to this the other side, then I will join to my fabric. Now you're just going to take your needle and thread and hand stitch. You go in from inside, you go in from inside, and you're going to be sewing all. You're going to be tacking, just tack all round, tack here, tack all round, and that is it. Just tack round your hip. Make sure it is straight while tacking. I'm going to be straightening this again with my hands while I'm tacking, so it is going to give it a smooth finishing. I'll finish up and I'll show you what's next to do. Okay guys, I've gone ahead to I finished tacking my hip pad. So this is what we have. Now this is the front and this is the back. I said that if your hip measurement is 40, you're going to be adding half inch to your hip measurement. Okay, 40 divided by 4. Okay, then you add half inch, that is 10 plus half inch, while drafting or cutting your skirt. Because of the hip pad I'm using is half inch. If you're using a 1 inch hip pad foam, please you add 1 inch to your measurement. And this is what I have.